Hello class 7th, let's continue the chapter Rise and Spread of Islam. Spread of Islam through trade. After the 7th century AD, Arabia became the center of trade and exchange of goods. Through these contacts, the Arab came in touch with the culture of Persia, Egypt, Romans, Greeks and Mesopotamia. Baghdad, the Arab capital, became a highly rich city. Abbasids controlled the trade route through the Mediterranean Sea. Abbasid dynasty, they controlled trade route through the Mediterranean Sea, which linked Europe, China and India. Okay, they controlled trade route through the Mediterranean Sea, and trade was done with China. Okay, Europe, this part is Europe, China and India. But China and India, they are part of Asia. Asia and Europe, they share land border also. Later, the Ottomans imposed many restrictions on the Europeans for trade. Maybe they started taking more excise duty or taxes they used to take. Okay, that's why it is said later the Ottomans imposed many restrictions on the Europeans for trade. Until 1453, trade remained fully in the hands of Arabs. The items traded included honey and furs from Russia. See, honey and furs from Russia. Slaves and ivory. Slaves also, they were sold and purchased. And ivory, elephant stuffs, they were imported from Africa. Silk, jewels and spices from eastern country like China, India. Okay, all these were traded through the Arab routes. Through these trade contacts also Islam was introduced in the countries with which the Arabs and Turks traded. Arabs and Turks, they traded also. Arab, they spread their religion there. Impact of Islam on literature. As Arabic became the official language, it replaced Greek throughout the Middle East and Persia. It also replaced Greek throughout the Middle East and Persia. Persian language also come to be associated with Islam. It continued to retain its hold, but it was there. Persian language was also there. Amongst the first passionate patrons of learning may be counted the names of Abbasid caliphs. Among the first passionate patrons means protector of learning, may be counted the names of Abbasid caliphs. They got translated the Greek and the Indian literary work of religion, science, philosophy and medicine into Arabic. They translated Greek and Indian literary work of science, religion, philosophy and medicine into Arabic language. In this process, the Indian decimal place notation system 0, it was invented by India. Okay, Indian decimal system, it was also passed into Arab's hand, and Arab only they took decimal system to all over the world. See, This was the later on fully developed and used by European. Decimal system, notation system and zero. It was invented in India but later on fully developed and used by European through Arab. Arab only took this knowledge in their country and they spread this. And later on, who started using? European. They fully developed European, fully developed it and used. Thus, the concept of zero and the decimal system and the numerals were learned by the world from India. Poetry and folklore. The meaning of folklore is traditional beliefs, stories and customs of a community passed by words. They are called what? Folklore. Prophet Muhammad himself wrote his holy words in poetic form. He used to write his holy words in poetic form. The names of Umar Khayyam and Ali Firdausi, the great poets, are famous all over the world. They too were the great poets for their composition, couplets and folklore. These were written in Persian. All these were written, they used to write in Persian. Umar Khayyam was also a great mathematician. He was poet and also a great mathematician. Who? Umar Khayyam. He devised a calendar. He invented a calendar which is regarded more accurate than the Georgian calendar. It was more accurate than the Georgian calendar, which was already invented before. Beside this, Indian scholars also went to the court of the Caliph. Beside this, also Indian scholars, they used to go in the court of the Caliph. Harun-ul-Rashid, he was Indian scholar. The Arab astronomer Abu Mashar came to Banaras and studied astronomy. The meaning of astronomy, the science which deals with heavenly bodies like planets, stars. Abu Mashar came to Banaras and studied astronomy there for 10 years. He lived in Banaras for 10 years to study astronomy. Thus, Islam left a great impact on art and literature. Islamic architecture we will do in next video. We are going to continue this chapter. Many questions were there where I found variation. Students, they did not understand or what happened, or they did not watch video. Maybe this thing also happened. Students, let's cross check some answers of this chapter which you have done with the assignment 5th and 4th. Okay, first one is name any two religions which profess monotheism. Monotheism means believe that there is only one God. Which two religions say so? Judaism and Christianity. You can also write there Islam. Islam also says there is only one God. You can write Islam also. Define Islam and Muslim. This is given. Islam means surrender. Okay. And Muslim, followers of Islam. Okay. The word Islam is a page number 23. The word Islam, page number 23, first paragraph, third line. The word Islam is a Arabic word. Is an Arabic. It should an Arabic. The word Islam is an Arabic. You just correct it in your book. Is an Arabic word which means surrender. A follower of Islam is called Muslim or Mohammedan, which in Arabic means one who surrenders to God. You will write all these. Okay. Now third one, which is the original home of Islam? Which is the original home of Islam? Arabia. Arabia is the original home of Islam. What is the first revelation? This question, many students, they have done this answer wrong. Okay, just take out page number 23. Birth of Islam, third paragraph, third line. Some 40 years later, when he was meditating, in place of he, you will write Muhammad. Some 40 years later, when Muhammad was meditating in a cave near Mecca, in what is now Saudi Arabia, Mecca is in Saudi Arabia, Muhammad experienced a vision of the archangel Gabriel, who declared Muhammad to be the prophet of God. This was known as first revelation. This will be your answer. Now, who became the first caliph? Who became the first caliph? Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr became the first caliph. What is the main objective of Salah? Main objective of Salah is pray 5 times each day. Okay. Objective of Salah to pray 5 times each day. Why is? Question number next. Why is the month of Ramadan considered sacred? This answer you will get here on page number here. Page number 25. The month of Ramadan is sacred because the first revelation of Quran is said to have occurred during this month. Now, let's check long answers also. When and where was Muhammad born? When? In 570 AD, Muhammad was born in Mecca. Okay. And explain the detail why AD 622 is important. All Muslim. Why? For this, you will write from page number 23. AD 570, Muhammad, the founding prophet of Islam, was born in Mecca. He belonged to the Hashim tribe. Some 40 years later, when he was meditating in a cave near Mecca in what is now Saudi Arabia, he experienced a vision of Archangel Gabriel, who declared Muhammad to be the prophet of God. Then, page number 24. As Prophet Muhammad went about preaching Islam, all the tribes who earlier quarreled with one another became united by their belief in Allah. Prophet's preaching upset his enemies who thought him to be dangerous and plotted to get rid of him. In AD 622, Muhammad had to leave Mecca and flee to Medina, along with his family and a band of faithful followers. This migration from Mecca to Medina was called the Hijrah in Arabic, meaning migration. So, all Muslims use 622 as the 1 year of their calendar. In 622 only, Muhammad migrate Mecca to Medina. Okay, and 632 he died. Explain in short the 5 pillars of Islam. They all are given in book. Okay, 5 pillars of Islam. Okay, now next one. Who succeeded Muhammad and how? Who succeeded Muhammad? Abu Bakr. And how? Here is given page number 26. Abu Bakr succeeded Muhammad. How? How you will write from here. The Muslim community elected as their leader Abu Bakr, a loyal friend of Muhammad. This you write. Then after, name and write about the 3 sects of Islam. 3 sects of Islam, they are given in book here. See, Sunnis, the first sect is Sunnis. Sunnis are the followers of Abu Bakr and first 3 caliphs. First 3 caliphs were Umar, Uthman and Ali. Okay. While second, Shias or Shiites. Okay. They are the follower of Ali only, because Ali was Muhammad's son-in-law. Are the followers of Ali only. They don't believe in Abu Bakr or another 2 caliphs. Only one caliph who was Ali. They believe on Ali only. Now third sect is Sufis. Sufis, the Ismailis and the Wahhabis are the another important sects. Sufi, they are Muslim saints. They were Muslim saints and they lived in Persia. Student, one question is there. How did Islam spread through trade? With this assignment, you are given this question. How did Islam spread through trade? For this, you have to do from page number 28, second passage, third paragraph. See, second passage, third paragraph. After the 17th century to India and China, okay. Then after until 1453 to Turks traded. You will write answer from here, okay. That's all for the day. We will continue this chapter in next video. Thank you and stay home, stay safe.